Hi everyone, and welcome to Sunday School today. So everyone should have gotten their bags kind of like this. It'll have your name on it and we can get started. If for some reason you're somebody who is watching this that didn't get a bag or is watching from far away, let me just let you know the supplies that you're going to need. So you are going to need some pretzel sticks, Cheez-Its, frosted mini wheats, craisins, animal crackers. This is filled with white chocolate chips. And then these are Cocoa Puffs. And of course, we need some M&Ms. So let's get started with our Bible story for today. It is going to be Noah's Ark. And so as you can tell, I have all of my stuffies here because this story has a lot of animals in it. And so all of my animals wanted to participate too. So feel free to bring your stuffies along to be listening to our story. So, Noah's Ark. A long time passed since God created the world. People forgot about God except for one man. His name was Noah. He loved and obeyed God. I am very sad that people have forgotten about me, God said to Noah. I am going to bring rain to flood the earth, lots and lots of rain. Build yourself a huge boat made of cypress wood. Noah did just what God said and made a big, big boat with lots and lots of rooms. Noah was 600 years old when he created this and entered the boat with his wife, their sons, and their sons' wives. They brought 2 of every kind of animal onto the boat. Look, you can see all of these animals and their squiggles. Elephants and zebras, lions, tigers, pigs and giraffes, dogs and cats, deer and rhinos, bears and cows, horses and goats, lambs and monkeys. They all came in 2 by 2. All different kind of animals, birds, and creepy crawly things came on the boat. Noah took all of them into the boat and then God shut the door. Inside the big boat, the lions roared, the dogs barked, and the birds chirped. It was stuffy and stinky. It was muggy and hot. On the outside, it rained and rained. It rained big, giant drops and little baby drops for 40 days and 40 nights. The rains came down and the floodwaters came up. The water splashed on the sides of the big boat and pushed it up and down for 150 days. Finally, it rested on top of a tall mountain. Noah waited and waited until God said to him, "Come out of the boat, you and your wife and your sons and their wives, all of them." Noah's family and all the animals came off of the boat. They put their feet on dry land. They ran and skipped and jumped. They twirled and danced in the sunlight. They thanked God for the land, and God blessed them. Noah's family grew and grew. The animals and the birds and the creepy crawly things filled the earth again. God painted a rainbow of brilliant red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet across the sky and promised, "Never again will I flood the earth. Whenever you see the rainbow in the clouds, I will see it too, and I will remember." That's a beautiful rainbow. So today, what we are going to be doing is making a snack. So I want you guys to kind of think about, whenever you go on a trip, maybe you've been on a trip in the car or you've even been on an airplane and you've gone to go visit somebody. Have you ever been on a trip that is really long? Well, this trip that all of the animals and Noah and his family were on was a very long trip. So they probably would want some snacks too, right? So what we are going to be doing is making a snack. And this is something that we are going to be able to eat ourselves, but also to share with others, because that's a really kind thing to do. So the first thing we want to do is make sure that we wash our hands, because we are going to be touching all of this food and we definitely don't want to be spreading any germs. So I've already washed my hands. What we're going to do is we're going to take a bowl. So the first thing that we are going to put into our bowl are our pretzels. Now, what our pretzels are going to make us think about is the wood that Noah used to build the boat. Does anybody remember what kind of wood that was? God even specified, here's exactly how I want you to build it, and here's the exact kind of wood I wanted you to use. It was cypress wood. So God gave Noah everything that he needed to build this ark. So here are our pretzels, and they are going into our bowl. Ooh, yum. The next thing that God said was, you need to build a top to your boat. Because if it didn't have a top, all of the rain would go in and then it would probably sink, right? So God said, okay, let's get some flat pieces that we are going to make for our roof. So we are going to use our Cheez-Its, because if we kind of look at them, they look very flat. They would make for a nice roof, just like our pretzels kind of look like wood. So next, let's dump those in. Yum. Okay, so the next thing, when we go on a trip, we don't need just the boat. We need extra stuff too, right? And so one of those things that we need is, if we're gonna bring animals, we need food for the animals and we need bedding for the animals so that they can be comfortable. So we are gonna get out our frosted mini wheats, because look, if we pull it out, doesn't this look a lot like hay? I think so. Okay, one thing, I put these in the bags, but I also, if you look really closely, there are little stars inside of here. The stars are actually going to be something for a different project when we talk about Joseph. But I didn't want to use too many bags because we want to save the earth. So this is something easy to take out. So just take out, you should have 7 of these little bales of hay. So take out your 7 bales of hay and leave in all of these stars. Don't take out the stars, leave them. All right, so we got our food for our animals, but wait a minute, what about the people? They need food too. What kind of food could we bring on a boat? It would have to be something that was long lasting, right? Well, one thing that a lot of people would take on boat journeys was dried fruit, because when they dried it out, it would last longer, and fruit is very healthy. So we are going to get these craisins. Craisins are dried cranberries. So we are going to take our craisins, open them up, and dump them all in. All right, so we've prepared, we've got our food, we've got our ark. What do we need next? Yes, the animals. So get your animal crackers out, and you guys can pull them out, and as you look at them, figure out which animal each one is. So this one to me looks like a zebra. So I'm going to make little animal sounds as they dive in. Yay! Ooh, this one's like a hippo. He's probably like, whoa, 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 as he goes in. Now I'll let you take all of yours and put them in and do your animal sounds, but for now, I'm just gonna dump the rest of mine in. Yes, okay. So we know that all of the animals and the people, they got on board the ship, and then what started happening? God closed the door, but then what came next? You got it. It started raining. So, oh, and as you look at this bag looks a little different, right? When I was talking about us making sure that we're doing really great things for the environment, these are special bags. So all of you will have some special bags. These ones are much thicker, and they are actually made out of plants instead of plastic. So they are much better for our environment, and when it comes the time that you want to throw them away, because if you want to reuse them, you can too. But if you ever throw them away, they are going to disintegrate rather than plastic staying in our dumps. So you'll have a few of these special bags. But Okay, now we're on to the rain, right? Look at our little chips. Don't they look like little raindrops? Take your chips and as you drop in, make rain sounds. Drip, drop, drip, drop. Woo, lots of rain is happening. So you can drop all of your rain pieces in. So it rained, and then we'll pretend that this is our ark. The ark sailed and sailed up and up and up in the floodwaters, and then sometimes it would come down, make your boat sail around. Now, eventually, Noah started looking out. Do I see anything? He sent out a bird, and the bird brought back a piece of the olive branch. That way, Noah knew, aha, there must be some land. And eventually, the ark settled down on top of a mountain. So we are going to take our cocoa pebbles. These, look, don't they kind of look like pieces of dirt? They don't taste like dirt, but they kind of look like pieces of dirt. So we're going to put all of our pieces of dirt in. Finally, God said, I will never flood the earth like this again, and I'm keeping that as a promise. So God put a beautiful rainbow up in the sky with lots of different colors. So when we take our M&Ms and we dump them out in our hand, look at how many different rainbow colors we have. Let's take all of these and put them in. Great. Now we can take our hands and kind of mix it up just a little bit, and we have a great snack. Now, we could be greedy and eat all of it ourselves, but wouldn't it be so much nicer to share with others? So this would be great to share with your family and your friends, and when you share it with them, tell them, what do all of these little pieces of food represent? And can you tell them the story? That would be awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great Sunday school lesson, and I'll see you next time. Bye.